Hello everyone to another week. This video is going to be about the dev blogs that we have seen in War Thunder, as well as any other potential news. To start this off, we have the unique pack, Edge of the Shell, which is of course referencing Edge of Tomorrow. It is a store pack around April Fools, which you can buy on the store for 10 gaijin. The base value, it includes 1,000 golden eagles and 7 days of premium, which you are not really saving anything there in terms of value. Otherwise, it is detailed that you can purchase this several times to unlock several things, which in the post itself was not clarified, just that it was a mystery. So in a way, this is a limited edition mystery box that you can buy from gaijin. Of course, people have bought this several times to figure out what the rewards are, one of them being a title, a decal, boosters and Silver Lion. These are all of the rewards that you can get from the pack, and buying it repeatedly a certain amount of times. You have to buy it 4 times in total to get everything that you can from the pack. Buying it any more times than that will not grant you any more reward. Of course, after this, as is tradition, we have received plenty of April Fools dev blogs and posts. One to mention is the Bosses of the Gym, which is just there is not much to say about it. You can just look at the image and gather all that you need to from this post. One which is a little more interesting is the crossover that they did with Atomic Heart, where they made a fictional tech tree for different robots. It is a rather interesting composition of vehicles from that game, which are combined into War Thunder, theoretically anyway. It is a pretty interesting fan fiction of the vehicles, I suppose, and all blended together it makes it pretty interesting, as well as them including a pretty nice wallpaper that you can have. And past this, we just have other standard April Fool's things, such as the past 2 developers, which include things such as ducks or just fictional vehicles in general. Just another interesting read for random stuff that they have done for April Fools, but of course do not take any of it seriously. Then of course after this, on the 31st, we got the post about the start of the April Fools event, which this year is surrounding Mobile Infantry, a somewhat decent event despite the fact that it is not balanced really whatsoever, and is just filled with people that are doing nothing but to try and get as much score as possible just to complete the events, meaning that it is quite void of people who are just playing it for fun. It is overall a pretty fun event, but there is not much else to get from it. After playing a few battles, past that point you have played everything that there is to offer in the event. The event itself comprises of different infantry units that you can control, which are equipped with exoskeleton mech suits, I suppose, that you can fly around on the map, and are equipped with larger caliber guns, as well as anti-tank weaponry or anti-air depending on the infantry that you use. The event includes an assault, sniper, anti-tank and anti-air infantry that you can control. You have a max of 2 respawns on each of the infantry. Past that, you will have to use a different infantry to spawn. You also have the option to use a main battle tank, IFV or helicopter in the mode as well, if you have enough score to spawn them. The event itself starts on the 31st, which has already gone past of course, and lasts until the 17th of April, which is the point that the crafting event later on will end, but we'll get onto that later. Of course, with the April Fool's event, there is a grind that is going on to unlock different rewards in the event itself. There is a profile picture, 2 decals, a decoration for a rocket launcher, a decoration for a quadcopter, and a decoration for a 8mm machine gun. Besides that, there is also different rewards you can get depending on how much you grind in the event. In the event itself, you have to do stages. To unlock a stage, you have to get 40,000 score within 2 days in the event itself. Doing this will unlock you certain rewards depending on how many stages you unlock. For 1 stage, you get a decal plus a piñata. For 2, you get 8mm machine gun decoration. 3, you get another decal and a piñata. 4, you get the rocket launcher decoration. 5 is a loading screen. 6 is a quadcopter decoration. 7 is a mobile warrior profile picture. 8 is a mobile warrior title, plus 3 piñata sticks. Note that the piñata event is ending after the 17th of April, meaning that if you still have any in your inventory past that point, they will just be removed. Overall, some pretty decent rewards if you like different decorations or titles, or just standard eventish rewards, and as long as you enjoy the event itself, because there is a pretty decent grind that there is involved with it. And after this, starting on the 3rd of April, which was yesterday from today, we got devlogs for the crafting event, which is coming up in a few days. The first one being the AMD 35 SA35, which also titled the crafting event, which is called Repair Factory. This is of course the low tier reward in the event. It is a rank 1 premium vehicle. It is the armoured car, which you can see in the French standard tree, except that the gun and turret has been replaced. Instead of a 25mm, it is now a 47mm, meaning that the gun itself will have a lot more damage output with every shell. The bad side of this being that it now has a slower rate of fire compared to the lower caliber gun, but of course this is offset with the fact that it is a larger caliber gun itself and can do a lot more damage. Besides that, it is about the same as the armoured car before, just a new turret and gun, so it is pretty nice to see as a crafting event vehicle. Nothing too unique, but it is pretty enjoyable for those who want to grind it out. As it is in the crafting event, it will be the lowest reward to get, meaning that you have to grind the event once to unlock it, as with crafting events and how they usually perform, as you usually have to go through the same system several times to unlock a high reward, or just do it once to get the low reward, which in this case is the AMD. Then after this, on the same day, later on, we got a devlog for the vessel which is going to be in the event, the Bakov light cruiser, a Soviet event vehicle. Of course, it is not premium, but it is rank 5. It is incredibly similar to a vessel which is already in the tree for the Soviets. It's one of those additions which people do not really care about, as it achieves nothing in the game. It is very similar to the Chapai tech tree vessel which the Soviets have, except if you really wanted a second one without using backups, I suppose, then you could use this. But it is one of the reward vehicles that almost nobody would get, as people would rather get the low tank reward and potentially the top tank reward or the jet. This is just the vessel that they add in the crafting event, just so they can say that they added a vessel to the event and did not completely forget about naval players. But anyway, that is about it for the news for this week. Just keep your eyes out for the remaining crafting event devlogs, which of course one will be a tank and one will be a jet. Most likely one will be for the US, as every single craft event has a US vehicle, so just wait for that one, either a tank or jet. I will put my money on it being a jet, as the US had a tank one last time, I am pretty sure. But anyway, that is about it, so thank you for watching.